what could possibly be better than coffee?
How about a cart that comes to you and makes as much custom coffee as you want?
Welcome to Coffee with Steve and Margaux.
I'm Steve Drake.
And I'm Margaux Drake. And this morning, you get to meet the family team behind Clique Coffee Catering. Good morning, family.
Welcome, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And so, Liza, we'll start with you if you want to introduce yourself and what you do for Clique Coffee Catering and your favorite thing about West Michigan, and then we'll go around.
Yeah, so I am Liza. I'm one of the co-owners of Clique Coffee Catering alongside my mom and my dad. Yeah, oh man, I got a little nervous.
So that's okay. So you are the VP of Customer Experience, right?
Yes, I am. Yeah, VP of Customer Experience. And I think my favorite thing about Clique and just West Michigan in general is the community. So Clique, we've been brought into so many different spaces in West Michigan. We just had somebody today, one of our baristas, was in a doctor's office, and the lady said, "Hey, you guys did my wedding 2 years ago." So, just having that community and seeing so many familiar faces in the area, just
That's a common answer. That's a good thing.
There's nothing that beats the community of West Michigan. So, Susie VanPoolen, you are the VP of Ops, right?
Yes, I am.
And what is your favorite thing about West Michigan?
So we're originally from the Chicagoland area, moved here in 2008. And I think our biggest takeaway with being in West Michigan is coming from a little bit of a busier, bigger city. It's very accessible from being in a city out to wonderful places to walk and bike and do exercise and go camping and vineyards, things of those sorts. It's just really accessible to a lot of diversity between city and just wonderful outdoors. I think
that's a good one.
So that is so true. I feel like, in fact, I was just scheduling a listing appointment and she was like fumbling with the address. And I said, you know what, that's okay. Everything's
about 15 minutes away.
It's a good, and less traffic.
We'll figure that out later. Oh my gosh,
It's lovely. Doing our work with less traffic is lovely.
Yeah.
So.
Yes. Let's just hit the pause button here for a second. We thought you had one cart and one truck, but how many do you have?
I've got 5.
We have 5.
And you want another one?
6 in May.
I had a lot of time to talk to Alex, but I had no idea. I honestly thought you had one van and that's what you did. And you've got this whole fleet.
So you've got a lot of trucks out there.
Quite an operation.
And wonderful staff that we work with. We couldn't do without them.
And we will circle back to those trucks in the area that you cover because it's more than just West Michigan. Yeah. But Steve, let us know what you do for Clique and your favorite thing about West Michigan.
Yeah, my role is VP of Sales and Finance right now. So, and I don't own Clique. Susie and Liza own Clique, so I work for them.
You're a hired gun. How about that?
I got great bosses, so it's a lot of fun. But no, I oversee a lot of our sales and marketing and finance stuff. So, West Michigan, it's probably a common answer. I love the people coming from the Chicago area or when friends visit, even if I'm allowed to say this, even from the east side of the state, people will say, people are so friendly in West Michigan. It's just crazy.
No, that's not crazy. We've interviewed people from the east side
that have
say, oh my gosh, the people over here are so nice and loving.
They have they have expanded over here with more branches of their business, and that is what they say. So you are not
alone.
The
accessibility, I love when we're headed out for an event and we're not going that far, but all of a sudden we're in the middle of fields of some corn or some sort of product, and we come on a wedding barn or something like that. So I love that that's so near, and yet the downtown area is growing and doing so great. So I love
Very
that diversity as
accessible.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about picking someone up at the airport? It's a little easier than in
Oh,
Chicago,
my
right?
word.
Just a little bit.
That
We
was
go
like a
to
full day
Sarasota
thing.
quite a bit too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
sure, I'll pick you up. No problem.
I
Well,
love
that's
that
great.
you all work together. Let's talk about the service area because you do not just cover West Michigan.
correct. We do all of Michigan. So our basic is an hour and a half. That's kind of our typical, but we will go up north up to Petoskey and lower down to New Buffalo. We do a lot in Lansing, and we have a lot of people we work with that take us over to the Detroit side because we have relationships with them here.
Sure.
Planners, wedding planners and things like that from companies as well.
It was so fun to have your coffee cart at one of our listings for a broker open that we did. You made it so easy. Alex showed up early, had everything that he could possibly need.
No, I was like, do you need water or something? Nope.
He had
I don't need anything.
everything. I
Need a
mean,
plug.
you made it so easy. So
What?
if anyone is considering for a wedding or a corporate event or anything, it's one less thing that person has to think about.
Go ahead and, for people that don't quite understand what we're talking about, kind of describe your service, because it's not like you come and have carafes of coffee or something like that. Just describe what the service is that you do.
Yeah, the simplest way that I could say it is I will tell people all the time, think of your favorite small coffee shop and imagine we bring that to you. So we're bringing an espresso machine and a grinder, grinding everything. Everything's handcrafted, made to order. A real diverse menu for people, everything from teas and hot chocolates to lattes and cappuccinos and all the traditional Italian espresso drinks. So the simplest way to say it, though, is we bring that small coffee shop experience to wherever you need us to bring it to.
Yeah.
And it's legitimate coffee shop. It's got everything. It's got the syrups. It filled the whole house where we were up with amazing aroma of coffee. It was so cool.
It smelled so good.
And for businesses,
that's a comment we hear all the time, Steve. Like, this is legit. I'm like,
it is. It's like a serious coffee setup. But also describe the things you can do, say, for a business, and you can customize the experience.
You want to answer?
Yeah. So we offer a lot of different customization options. So we can customize your menu, your cups. So you can have your own
You can have your logo on
there.
cups.
And that's for companies as well as weddings. We do a custom cart. We have little wedding favor things that we can do. A whole bunch of different options. And then
don't forget the ripple machine.
Yes, yeah. We have the stencil, and then we also have a ripple machine.
It's so
and that
cool.
it's super fun. So it'll custom print any type of design or logo on top of the hot drinks.
On top of the hot drinks.
Yeah.
We did that. That was
it's
very
fun
cool.
to do with corporations like activations if they're really trying to promote their corporate, their company or their brand. That's really fun. But also with personal things like weddings, they want to show their brand as well, who they are, and express that in their design, their full design. So
it's a great added touch. It really is.
Yes. We loved it. We had the address of the listing that we were showcasing on there, and you made that so easy for us as well. Well, let's tell everyone how they can find you.
Yeah, the best ways to get a hold of us, the best way is via our website, which is just cliquecatering.com, CLIQUE catering.com. You can also find a lot of information about us on Instagram, which is at Clique Coffee Catering. Is the way to find us via Instagram. And we'd be happy to answer any questions.
Yeah.
What would you say the most unique Clique coffee bar experience will have been, just to give people an idea of all the crazy things that you guys have been part of?
Ooh.
So many.
Weddings, corporate events, baby showers, I would imagine, but anything?
Yeah, I mean, we recently did a shower in a home where the client wanted to add a 30-minute coffee experience, like a coffee training experience to their event.
That's awesome.
So we had a barista set up on their island in their kitchen and did a 30-minute brew techniques and education on coffee. So those are pretty unique when we get those kind of requests.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And probably one of the more unique weddings was a Halloween wedding that we did when everybody was dressed up. It was a very unique wedding, very cool group of people, really unique. When you got wedding paired with costume contest, paired with coffee, and lots of caffeine floating around, it gets interesting.
And then some of our favorites are like the galas we do at the Graham, or we do Sparkle for Frederick Meyer. Those relationships over the years have been really fun.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and we don't have time to cover your catering rentable facility, but we're going to have you come back. People can find it on your website, obviously, but we'll have you back
the event space,
the event space that you have.
That would be so kind of you.
Yeah, and we just launched the clickspace.com, so it has a separate kind of website just about the space. So
perfect.
Is there a link to that from the main website?
There is, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay. Well, we'll dive into.
We'll make sure that gets on our slide.
We'll dive into that next time. So, thank you for being one of the cool companies and a cool family that make West Michigan an extraordinary place to call home. And viewers, thank you for watching. If you are watching on YouTube, please remember to hit the subscribe and the bell so you never miss an episode.
And follow us if you're watching from Instagram, LinkedIn, or Facebook.
Yes.
So you can keep up with all the stuff we're talking about in West Michigan.
And as always, everyone, plant good seeds.
Thank you guys so much for being.
Thanks so much. Take care.
Guys.